Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Davis Medium Indoor-Outdoor Wall Sconce. This is going to be the 30-52-12. This is going to be the middle size. There's a smaller one, there's a larger one. There's also hanging lanterns that are awesome. Check them out if you get a chance. So Hubbardton Forge is going to list this as an outdoor sconce, but we think this is beautiful enough to use indoors as well. You can flank fireplaces, maybe a painting in a living room or a dining room. It'd be super to use, as well as the other sizes. And again, those lanterns are really pretty too, so check those out if you get a chance. There's no reason why you can't use this inside or outdoors together. So let's get into the height of the fixture itself. 22.4 inches from the very bottom to the very top. The width on it, the left to right, is coming in at 9.1. Projection from the wall coming out is coming out at 10 inches. The back plate on this, and that's going to be the back plate where it touches your junction box, and the wall is coming in at, let's see, 14.6 inches tall by 5.6 inches wide. It's going to go over your standard 4-inch junction box. And the mounting height, that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the box, coming in at 7.3. I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and how we're going to do it is to look at the installations instructions right now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you how to put it together, which is very simple, but it's also going to show you some good schematic line drawings of the back of this, including the mounting bracket and how it goes on to your junction box. So take advantage of that if you get a chance. I want to touch on a couple quick things. This is very light. It's made out of aluminum and glass, obviously. 10.2 pounds all in. Let's talk about what you can get out of this as far as lamping goes and how much light is going to get out of this. You're going to be using 2 candelabra sockets, and the candelabra sockets are these smaller bulbs. We all grew up with these, the small screw-in. You can get them all over the place, and you're going to be limited to 2 60-watt incandescent bulbs. That's what this is. It's a flame tip. I kind of think this little flame tip with the curl on the top is a nice way to go. You can also do this one. It's a torpedo bulb. This is an LED. You see the little phosphorus lines going in the middle of it. Those are those orange lines. But if you want to stay with incandescent, you can do 2 60s, like I said. But if you want to go LED, there's no limit other than can I get the bulbs into the fixture, and there's tons of room in this. So you can do a lot of stuff with this. So I can find these bulbs in this size in a 40-watt equivalent LED, a 60-watt equivalent LED. I have found them on Amazon at a 75-watt equivalent LED, and a customer actually sent me a link to one that's a little taller, which had a little curl on the top as well, and that was a 100-watt equivalent LED. And don't forget, you've got 2 of these, so you can get a lot of light out of this if need be. They're going to offer these to you in different colors of the light coming out of them. We talk about that in every video. They're going to offer them to you in something called 2700 Kelvin. That's going to be kind of a super yellow light on the orange side. But they're also going to offer these LEDs to you in something called daylight, which sounds like it should be a warm light, but it is not a warm light. That is that kind of cold hospital waiting light, room light, convenience store, overcast day. That's that bluish white light that some people are not crazy about, me being one of those people. And that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom, talk about it all the time, is warm white, soft white. That's going to be the light coming down on me from these warm white, soft white 3,000 Kelvin LEDs above. It's a nice glow, mimics an incandescent light actually, and it's a great thing. So, and they're easy to get. I can find these at Home Depot or Lowe's, Ace Hardware. I can find the really specialty ones like the 75-watt equivalent or the 100-watt equivalent ones on Amazon. I can find these at my grocery store in a 60-watt equivalent in Vermont. So if I can find them here, you can find them where you are, so don't worry about that. You might be electing to use this fixture in a place like maybe let's say like around a deck or maybe a screened-in porch. I think that would be very, very nice. And if you're going to do that, you definitely want to get a dimmable version of whichever bulb you're going to use, because you want to have the opportunity to dim those down to almost candlelight. They'd be very pretty in this fixture if you did that, especially if you're hanging out with your friends, drinking coffee late into the evening. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft-grade aluminum to make their outdoor fixtures. Aluminum holds up the best in incredibly harsh environments. When you're out and you look up in the sky and you see all those jet airliners running around up there, those are all made out of aluminum for a reason. And part of that reason is it It holds up great, like I said. It also forges beautifully. It holds finish beautifully. It doesn't rust. Remember that. It's very important. And they're virtually indestructible when they're all finished. So how Hubbardton does it is they take the fixture itself, they're going to wire it up at the top, they're going to put a wire at the bottom, they're going to send a current of electricity that's going to go through this fixture, making it positive, and they put it into a spray booth with a picture of the woman next to me. You can see she's spraying finish around it, and because it's positive, it's going to adhere to every nook, every cranny, the top, the bottom, the whole thing. After that, they're going to take this and they're going to move it into an oven. That oven is going to melt all of that down and create a very hard shell. So it makes it, again, virtually indestructible. So they've also tested these things in these wind chambers. So they take the fixture, all covered in that epoxy powder coat. It's going to go into that chamber. They're going to shoot salty seawater at it at high velocity for hours and hours and hours, just like you were at the beach and you have like a hurricane coming in, which to me is going to be pretty much the worst environment you're going to run into. So after they tested these and found out that they hold up incredibly well, Hubbardton Forge offers basically the best warranty in the lighting industry. And you can see that on the page for this. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link, and click on that and it'll show you the entire warranty and how it all works. Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.